Hi, I'm Aniket. I'm from South Asian University, New Delhi, and I'm pursuing my PhD from IBT lab. So, here in this session, we will learn about the gas chromatograph. As the name implies, gas chromatograph or GC, we have the mobile phase in the form of a gas. Hence the name gas chromatograph. Now we have 4 types of gases here. So here you have nitrogen, here you have hydrogen, here you have pure purified air, and here you have helium. So helium and nitrogen. So this is helium and this is nitrogen. Both of these two gases, they act as carrier gases in the GC. So when we inject the analyte, these carrier gases carry our analyte through the entire mission. And these two gases, hydrogen and pure air, they act as igniter gases. Hydrogen acts as an igniter gas. So it ignites the flame ionization detector. And this one is pure purified air. It's around 99.9% pure. Pure air is needed to maintain the pressure and the flow rate in the machine so that no backflow of our analyte, of our gaseous analyte occurs. So now after the gases, here we have the gas filtration systems. Here we have a number of filtration systems. We have the moisture absorber, we have the hydrocarbon in the form of charcoal, and finally we have the oxytrap. So oxytrap, in case of nitrogen, if you need pure nitrogen, it contains traces of oxygen. So the oxytrap filtering system tends to trap the oxygen, and we get around 99 to 99.9% pure nitrogen. So once the gases are filtered from over here, here we have a T junction. So this T junction and all these ports, so the gases tend to enter the machine from this T junction and this port. So now coming to the machine over here, so this is called the auto injector. So here I am opening the auto injector. So inside the auto injector, there is a small syringe and a solvent rack over here. The solvent rack contains the sample vials containing the solvents. And the sample vials, the cap is of special design. So this can be perforated by the syringe. So if we use the auto injector, so the syringe draws in the samples from this sample rack and it tends to inject the sample. Now as we see, it's a GC or a gas chromatograph. The liquid samples tend to be vaporized. So in order to vaporize them, we have to heat them. So here is the heating pad. It says high temperature here. We have 2 heating pads here. So as the syringe injects the sample, it is heated and it volatilizes. So once this auto injector injects the sample and it vaporizes, here we have the column oven. So inside the column oven, we have 2 columns attached here. So one is the Restec column and one is DB Waxeter column. So one of the columns is used for solvent analysis and the other one is used for hydrogen and other gaseous analysis. So from the column, the sample moves to the detector inside. Here, it's inside over here, the detectors. So we close this to maintain a specific column temperature. And here is a schematic of the software. So here we have the injector, the column and the detector. In this case, FID detector. FID detector is used to detect solvents. What happens in case of FID is that the solvent vapors, they are ionized by the flame. And once they are ionized, these ions are detected by an electronic sensor, and it generates the chromatogram. That's how we know of what is the identity of the sample. And coming here, so here, this is the main control panel of the GC. It's called Lab Solutions, and it shows GC 2010 plus. So that's the name of our GC and the make and model from Shimadzu. It's a Shimadzu model. So we open this. It's already open here, and here we have the control panel of the GC. So we have different setup like the injector, the split port, the columns, the FID. And there are a lot of settings we can manipulate from here, change from here to streamline our particular analysis. Okay. Thank you. That's all.